Do you have updates on Austin and Mark Williams for today?
Austin will be questionable. He banged his elbow. He's gonna go out and try to give it a go in his warm-ups and shooting, and we'll have an answer soon. Mark, the trade is still pending, so no answer there.
In an ideal world, would you have everybody available for Monday's game if all goes according to plan, including get LeBron and Luka?
I don't know why we wouldn't. I mean, we're not trying to hold guys out. Obviously, with Bron, just a little bit of increased soreness on that foot after the other night, and Luka, I think is progressing well, but we'll make that decision, in real time on Monday.
Indy's been playing well. They won 7-10. It will be without Miles Turner at center, but what have you seen from them, and kind of what do you think are some keys?
We gotta have a compact shell in transition in the half court. They want to score at the rim. They're the best driving team in basketball. They have shooters, but we can't get caught up in sort of being hugged up on our guys. And similar to the second half the other night against Golden State, like you can't overreact to a contested three. You've got to be able to protect the paint, and we can't be spread out running all over. We have to protect the paint.
Yeah, sorry. Do you have
Dave Smith.
There he is. Yeah. Do you have any expectation as to when the Williams trade? Like, are you guys done with your physicals and stuff like that on that part of it? Is it Charlotte's end?
That's out of my pay grade.
In terms of game plan discipline over the last couple weeks, like where have you seen the shift in terms of your guys' ability to take what you're talking about in the locker room and go out and execute it at a higher rate, I would say, than maybe in December, the first week of December?
I think there's got to be a belief in the game plan to execute the game plan, and I think it's not that we weren't doing that earlier, but I think the why of what we're doing and explaining what we're willing to live with, I think the guys have bought into that. And the other thing, just again, not to harp on it too much, but just getting Doe and then Vando back, like they play hard, and you can have a good defense if guys play hard.
A couple weeks ago, when we asked about the offense, you mentioned that simplifying things really helps you guys and offensively take off. When you guys are able to integrate Luka, Mark, and get everybody on the floor together, do you expect for a similar process to go through a similar process in terms of simplifying things and make it easier for everybody involved?
Yeah, I think it probably gets simpler, to be honest with you, in the packaging around Luka, LeBron, and AR, and how we involve the people we're trying to target. It gets simpler.
JJ, there's a vast majority of players on this roster that you've either played with or now built a relationship with, pending the Mark Williams trade being completed. How do you see that as an advantage of the buy-in that you're getting from the guys as you guys continue to execute the game plan?
Good question. I think, first of all, my really strong desire to coach and coach now, going back to last year, was built off, my relationships with players. And you can never predict you're going to play with former teammates or anything like that. LeBron and I we knew who each other were. We didn't know each other. We did a few podcast episodes together. We were never teammates. Getting his buy-in, getting AD's buy-in, that matters, I think, overall for just the group. And that's a process. It doesn't happen on day one. So I think in some ways you're sort of prompt in terms of the prior relationships helps, but it's still a process to get buy-in from everyone.
Have you had a discussion between you, LeBron, and Luka, together, talking about kind of offense strategy? Obviously, they're going to be the leaders of this team.
Not yet. Yeah, we'll have lots of discussions. Yeah, we'll have lots of discussions.
What has Nate McMillan meant to you this season, and how will you lean on him now as you make kind of more transitions in the middle of the season with his experience?
Nate's been great. I think first hire for the staff, and from day one has just really had a service-oriented approach to helping the staff, helping players. He's been through everything, seen it all. He's a sounding board for everyone, not just myself, and he's got a professionalism and maturity and seriousness about the right way to approach the game that I think is contagious.
JJ, how is Luka doing in practice? And because there were some questions about his fitness, but how is he doing these days since joining the Lakers?
He's doing great.
JJ, 80s and Max are going to play their first game today in Dallas in a pretty wild environment. Have you thought at all kind of about the way this has rippled in terms of them? And I don't know, just kind of sort of your reaction to what you've seen and heard out of Dallas since the trade.
I mean, I've seen everything. I'm living in a hotel right now, man. I could care less what other teams are doing.
Hi, Coach. I'm from Slovenia.
Hi.
I can have a question or two, a little more Slovenia related. So I'm sure you learned about Slovenian fan culture and what it means to Luka to play so many NBA games in front of even 100 Slovenian fans. How would you welcome them here in Los Angeles if you're already making their way here?
Yeah, I mean, Slovenian fans are more than welcome, and we hope that they become. We hope the entire country becomes Laker fans. I know that there's a real pride that every player in the NBA has for their country and representing their country in international competition. And Luka, Jokic, all those guys, that they play damn near every summer in some form of competition, and it's not because someone's making them do it. It's because they love representing their country, and the sort of symbiotic relationship that then the fans create with that player is special.